essentially what it comes down to is that these costs were unforeseen at the time when the budget was adopted. And naturally, in this case, we're referring to the two storms of 2011. I guess we were hit mostly by the nor'easter, more so than the hurricane back in August. But so this resolution, attached to the resolution are a couple of things. You have the actual resolution, and then there's a detailed budget of what those costs are that comprise the $237,000 and change for the various costs for the two storms. And then the last sheet is my certification. Okay, so what happened is obviously the cost for the borough's cleanup of the nor'easter was not available in our budget for 2011. So I met with Paul Curley and Mario, and we discussed what the actual cost, what we would have to do, how to get the job done, especially since it's so close to the winter season, and worried that we wouldn't have this debris cleaned up by then. So we sat down and came up with these are our best estimates at this time. So if you want to turn to the sheet where you've got your summary of the costs, which is probably the third sheet in, attached to the resolution. The first item, the first presentation deals with the nor'easter. And the first item would be to provide an appropriation for an expert tree consultant to come into the borough and go through the town with the DPW director to ascertain those trees that are imposing the worst case scenario, the worst conditions, and to come up with some sort of a budget specifically identifying those trees that need to be either trimmed, pruned, cut down, etc. I believe, though, that once that part of the job is done and completed, there may be an additional emergency appropriation required that would supplement this particular resolution. At this point in time, I have no way to identify what those costs would be, but for example, a tree cutting could be anywhere from $400 to $800